Well, back we are here at the Murphy Center on the campus of Middle Tennessee State University. Class AAA quarterfinal action. We wrap up the quarterfinal bracket in Class AAA, and we wrap it up with a nice game again as it's Science Hill, the Lady Hilltoppers, out of Johnson City taking on Lawrence County out of Lawrenceburg. They're 26-7. Science Hill undefeated on the season, 36-0. And a very solid season for the Lady Hilltoppers. This AAA bracket is absolutely loaded with ranked teams not only in the state but nationally in the top 50 National Women's Basketball poll. Both Clarksville and Riverdale top 10 teams. Science Hill getting some love. So was Memphis Overton in that top 50 Women's Basketball poll. And for Lawrence County, they'll have their work cut out, but a Lawrence County team making their 7th appearance here at the state tournament. Their first since 2002, 6-2 in state tournament play for Science Hill. The Lady Hilltoppers at 36-0. Their 5th appearance. They were here last year. They're 1-4 in state tournament competition. No state championships for Science Hill, a known men's basketball power, Science Hill. And for Lawrence County, they won a state championship in 1988. Alongside Dan Hughes, Chris Harris with you for the play-by-play of this final AAA game. And Dan, I know we've seen Science Hill many times in men's basketball. Their women's team gotten here and they're undefeated.
It's kind of a unique thing to see Science Hill women here. But when you come into this tournament and you have a 36-0 record, you got something to talk about. And with wins over Sevier County, Seymour, Morristown East, and Farragut. And you know, we saw Morristown East yesterday, and this team beat Morristown East 85-40, Chris.
Yeah.
You know, that says a lot. But Lawrence County, a traditional basketball powerhouse, they lost to Riverdale in the regional championship 59-31, but came back and beat Bradley County by 1. Okay, you look at it. The pregame meter tilts towards Science Hill because of records, but you play it on the floor for 32 minutes.
Well, you mentioned the margin of victory and those wins over Sevier County, Seymour, Morristown East, and Farragut to get to the state tournament. They won by an average margin of 31 points in those contests. So Science Hill not only winning a lot of games, but they're winning by very, very large margins in those games. And we'll see if Lawrence County can stop this train that is the Lady Hilltoppers so far in this 2011-2012 basketball season. We'll take a 2-minute network break, come back and take a look at some of the key matchups in this ball game. Lawrence County and Science Hill back with more from the Murphy Center after this 2-minute timeout on the TSSAA Radio Network.
The 2012 Blue Cross Basketball Championships are brought to you by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee, proud corporate sponsor of the TSSAA, and by the Governor's Highway Safety Office, who reminds you don't drink and drive, and by your local Tennessee Public Television station, proud host of the 2012 Blue Cross Basketball Championships.
I see history.
I see numbers.
I see music. I see spaceships. I see a butterfly.
Each year, the School Advocates for Vision and Education in Memphis makes it possible for hundreds of school children to get the glasses they need, all for free.
I see my future.
So whatever they see better. That's why Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee supports them. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee is for Tennessee.
I see you.
See how Blue Cross is impacting your community at bcbst.com/impact. Because you can see forever from Signal Mountain. And with the right vision plan, you can see a whole lot more. Because 5 kids in Jackson means 40 bicuspids at the dentist. Because of a mobile site that helps you find a doctor. Because of small towns, big businesses, and partnering together for affordable solutions in health and wellness. Every policy tells a story. You carry us because we carry you. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee. Health, wellness, dental, vision.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. We're coming in on 1.
For more information on how your school can join the Play on School broadcast program and participate in the TSSAA network, go to TSSAAnetwork.com/SBP.
This is the Lady Hilltoppers of Science Hill against Lawrence County. The Lady Cats here at the Murphy Center in Murfreesboro. Final quarterfinal. The winner moves on to take on a very talented and undefeated Clarksville team. For Lawrence County, they're led in scoring by Kiana Gilbert, a sophomore, averaging 16 points per game, 3 steals, 4 rebounds, 2 assists per contest. And Ariana Gilbert, her sister, one's a sophomore. Ariana is a junior. She averages 15 points, 6 rebounds on the season for Science Hill. They're led in scoring by Gabby Lyon, their 6-foot sophomore post player, averaging 13.6 points per contest. Shai Kopney, 12.5 points per game, and Tiana Tarter, 11.5 points per contest. A interesting side note about this game, Emily Williams, one of the starters for Lawrence County, was the state golf champion in the state of Tennessee. Emily Williams, a senior for Lawrence County. And that was courtesy of Tom Krieger of the Murfreesboro Daily News Journal. So, interesting tidbit there about Emily Williams, the state golf champion. And she's going to be coming to MTSU on a golf scholarship. So, Emily Williams can do it all.
And coming to a good place, too. Beautiful Murfreesboro, where even the sun is trying to peek through on a cloudy morning in Middle Tennessee.
And a stormy day in a lot of places, especially north of the state, into Kentucky, some bad storms. So I hope everyone, if you're traveling or been traveling today, you be careful on those roadways. We'll take our final pregame show break. It is a 2-minute local break. We'll come back in your starting lineups, and the opening tap for Science Hill and Lawrence County comes your way right after this.
The 2012 Blue Cross Basketball Championships are brought to you by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee, proud corporate sponsor of the TSSAA, and by the Governor's Highway Safety Office, who reminds you don't drink and drive, and by your local Tennessee public television stations, proud host of the 2012 Blue Cross Basketball Championships.
Want to take a look at this?
Thanks to Blue Cross's Walking Works for Schools program, Tennessee kids have walked over 17 million miles in the past 5 years. That's enough for 35 trips to the moon and back. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee is for Tennessee. Committed to getting kids walking and healthy. Get involved at bcbst.com/impact.
Take me home tonight.
You can choose the back seat, or we'll choose one for you.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you.
One shot.
Oh, a nice crowd here at the Murphy Athletic Center for this final AAA quarterfinal. Science Hill taking on Lawrence County. Lawrence County, I don't know if there's anybody left in Lawrenceburg. Here's your starting lineup brought to you before this AAA quarterfinal. Sorry, the baseball in me took over there.
I was looking around and I thought, where's he going with this?
You do 140 games each summer, and you do the starting lineups brought to you by something. It kind of sticks in your brain. For Lawrence County, number 13, Emily Williams. Number 20, Kiana Gilbert. Number 23, Abby Clayton. Number 30, Jessa Hunt. And 35, Ariana Gilbert. For Science Hill, number 10, Tiana Tarter. 14, Angelica Reed. 24, Morgan Knack. Number 44, Shai Copney. And number 52, Gabby Lyon. Is the starting lineups for these two teams. Science Hill coached by Daryl Barnwell in his 7th season as head coach. Wendy Scott, she coaches Lawrence County, their first trip here since 2002. This is her 6th year, so her first time sending a team to the state basketball tournament. Lawrence County in the maroon. The Lady Cats Lawrence County in the white. Jumping it up will be Lyon for Science Hill and Gilbert for Lawrence County, and they control the tip with the basketball. This is Emily Williams, the state golf champion in AAA. Bounce pass goes free throw line to Gilbert. Rather, this is Jessa Hunt. Hands off, driving layup with a left hand is no good by Abby Clayton, but she draws the foul and heads to the free throw line. First foul of the game, and it's going to be called on Shai Copney, the 5'10 junior guard for Science Hill. At the charity stripe, Abby Clayton, the junior, she shoots 64% from the line. And the first one is perfect. First point of the ball game at the 7:44 mark here in this first quarter. Second free throw on the way is good, and it's 2-0 now. No pressure in the backcourt as Science Hill and the burgundy and the maroon will bring it down. Tiana Tarter across the timeline on the far side. Looks towards the near side of Copney. Drives in, pull-up jumper in the lane. Rims in and out, no good. Got her own miss. Goes back up and is fouled from behind. So not even 30 seconds into this ball game, we've had 2 fouls called. And we'll have the third and fourth free throws to be shot in this first quarter. Shai Copney, a 70% foul shooter, the 5'10 junior guard. And she knocks down the first free throw. She'll have another. That foul was charged, by the way, on Jessa Hunt. Her first, team's first. One more for the junior, Shai Copley. No good. Rebound picked up by Lawrence County. Rebound by Hunt. And here comes Lawrence County down the floor in a hurry. This is Gilbert. This is Kiana Gilbert with the basketball. Controls at top of the key. Picks it up, looks for help. Finds Clayton on the baseline. Clayton back to the top of the circle to Jessa Hunt. She'll drive in, bounce pass, knocked away and stolen. In a hurry, here's Tarter down the floor for Science Hill. In the lane, scoops under and scores.
That's Science Hill. That's the way they play.
Play in transition, no doubt about that. Here's Emily Williams against some pressure from Science Hill. Into front court to Jessa Hunt. Holds it above her head as she waits maybe for some help here. Now starts the dribble. Nice back cut on the baseline. Shot underneath, up and in. Abby Clayton with a good cut to the basket. Good vision to see her, and she lays it up and in to give Lawrence County back the lead at 4-3. Science Hill. Copley gives it to the baseline. This is Angelica Reed, her sister also on the team, Amanda Reed. Ball kicked out of bounds by Lawrence County. Science Hill to trigger it in underneath their own bucket. Near the corner of the floor. On our side here. Tarter to throw it in. Lob comes into Copley way out front. Copley starts to dribble in. Now backs it back outside. Bounce pass inside. This is Angelica Reed. She couldn't handle the pass. Picked up by Lawrence County. Lady Cats on the offensive. This is Williams, top of the circle. Almost 2 minutes in to this first quarter. 4-3. Lawrence County on top. Science Hill undefeated, 36-0 on the season. Dribbling in, good pass underneath, and good position by Hunt. Her shot wouldn't fall. Second chance is good.
She stayed with it, came right back, and put it up and in for 2.
So it's a 6-3 contest now. Lawrence County off to a nice start. Tarter works the dribble, top of the circle. Dribbles right elbow, outside back to Copley. She'll dribble drive to the elbow, left elbow extended. Outside Tarter has a 3. Decides not to take it. Going to dribble into the charity stripe. Works it back out front to Angelica Reed. Reed drives in, up out the window. Too strong. Strong rebound by Jessa Hunt for Lawrence County. Williams on the offensive. Drives in the lane. Bounce pass down low. There's a trap. Out front, this is Gilbert. Ariana underneath it. A layup is good. Ariana Gilbert makes it 8-3 Lawrence County. How about this start by the Lady Cats? Here's Tarter, top of the key. Drives in, stops, looks back outside to Copley. Copley looking down low. Out front, back to Tarter. She's given her a 3 if she wants to take it, but she hasn't done it. 3 minutes in now, 5 minutes to play first quarter. Tarter drives in, out front, Angelica Reed. Bounce pass down low, Copley. Goes to work. Underneath shot, good. Count it! And the foul.
Trailing official call that foul on the inside. A little unusual, but there was some contact there.
Copley averages 12 points, 5 rebounds, just over 2 assists per contest, a 70% foul shooter, 1 of 2 today. It's 8-5 now. Chance to make it a 2-point game here. She missed it, 1 of 3. Rebound battle for it, a foul. I didn't see a lot of contact there, but nonetheless a foul call.
Somebody over the back, I think 14. Nope. 30.
That's already 2 on Jessa Hunt now. And now the officials may get together about who the foul's on or where the ball should be taken out at. They're happy now.
That's what I want, everybody to be happy.
Tarter to throw it in, and a 5-second call. Nobody to throw it to. Good defense there by Lawrence County. Tell you what, you can tell this is a very well-coached Lawrence County squad. There's a full-court press being put on. Down the floor, across the timeline with the basketball. Kiana Gilbert drives the length of the floor, lays it up too strong. Rebound picked up by Lawrence County. Free throw line jumper. That's off the mark by Clayton. This time the rebound is Science Hill. In a hurry, Tarter drives, almost lost the basketball. Picks it back up, gives left baseline. Pump fake for 3, now back out to Tarter. Free throw line to Copley. Copley steps into a long, steps back into a long 2. It wouldn't fall. Offensive rebound as Copley gets it back. Her shot again, no good. Copley going to drive it again. Lots of contact and a charge. Now it's her second. That's big. Second leading scorer on this Science Hill team. Copley will check out. Checking in is 30, Shea Smith, the 6-foot junior. So Lawrence County with the basketball. Up by 3 here, 8-5. Inbounds almost stolen away by Angelica Reed. And the full court man-to-man pressure here to Science Hill. Throwing it in for Lawrence County is Jessa Hunt. Lobs it in to Ariana Gilbert. They'll dribble down. They have numbers at 3-on-2 if they want to press it. Ariana Gilbert underneath. Layup good. She got the kiss. And it's 10-5 now. Lawrence County by 5. And a timeout call by Coach Daryl Barnwell of Science Hill. How about that start by Lawrence County?
He's going to have to, Science Hill's going to have to adjust some defense in a hurry.
TSSAA would like to thank Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee, Baptist Sports Medicine, the Governor's Highway Safety Office, and Rawlings for the support during these TSSAA basketball championships. Saw the number, over 2,000 games have been played here at the Murphy Center and basketball tournaments over the years. It's a happy huddle there for Lawrence County if you're watching the video feed online. 10-5, Lawrence County on top. Science Hill with the basketball. Tiana Tarter will dribble across. Near side pass comes over to Keisha Gregory, who checked in. Drives the lane, had an easy look, but missed it off front iron. No good. Rebound. Here comes, in a hurry, Lawrence County in the paint. Shot by Kiana Gilbert wouldn't go. Rebound to Science Hill. Here comes Tarter. Back and forth we go. Drives in the lane. Good spin move. Up and in. 10-7. That was a heck of a move by Tiana Tarter, a 5'6" sophomore. This is the point guard that runs the show here for Science Hill. Gilbert in a hurry draws contact. That's Kiana Gilbert, the sophomore sister. Draws contact and a foul. Foul is on Angelica Reed. 1 foul on Angelica. 3 team fouls now against Science Hill. 10-7, Lawrence County by 3. Lob comes in out front. This is Williams. Works a dribble against Tarter. Drives in the lane. A contested shot off backboard and no good. Rebound picked up by Science Hill. In a hurry, down the floor they come. This is Knack on the baseline. Finds a wide open Shea Smith underneath, and she puts it up and in. A 1-point game. 10-9. Here's Williams against the pressure. Again, Lawrence County, no problem breaking this pressure. Pass goes into the corner. Now the cherry stripe to Abby Clayton. Lob underneath. Shot blocked underneath. Blocked by Gabby Lyon. Science Hill comes away with it. Tarter in the front court. From the left baseline, 3 on the way. Off back iron, no good. Lyon had the rebound, had it knocked away, and I'm shielded by the official, but a jump ball is called. It'll stay with Science Hill. So Lawrence County by 1. Science Hill will keep it. Well, team's off to a nice start shooting the basketball, both over 40%. That's something we haven't seen a lot, as teams starting hot from the floor. Lob comes in, stolen away. Down the floor, Kiana Gilbert. Layup good. Wow. A steal and the finish. They turn in the 4th turnover by Science Hill. 2:20 to play first quarter, 12-9 your score. Tarter to the free throw line, drives in, puts it up off the glass, no good. Offensive rebound, put back, it's no good. A third chance, up and in. Tiana Tarter, one of the smallest players on the floor, gets the rebound and put back. And it's now a 12-11 ball game. Science Hill trailing by a point, under 2 to play now here in the first quarter. Williams gives right side, almost threw it away. Good defense over there on the far side by Shea Smith. Knocks it out of bounds. Yana Gilbert to throw it in here. Out front to Williams between the circles. Lawrence County by 1, 12-11, $1:45 to play first quarter. Right elbow, this is Ariana Gilbert. Out front, Williams drives the lane, scoops under, scores. Wow. Great drive. Emily Williams. Back to a 3-point Lawrence County lead. Lob pass down low, intended for Lyon, deflected, but right there to pick it up and put it in is Shea Smith. She was at the right place at the right time. Science Hill trying to speed this game up. They're playing at the pace they want to play at. Here's Gilbert. Kiana drives in. Layup too strong. Rebound Science Hill. Here's Tarter into front court. Left wing. Lob down low for Lyon. Knocked away and stolen. Here comes Williams. Lawrence County has it. Williams, right wing. Bounce pass in the corner. Gilbert. This is Kiana looking down low for Ariana Gilbert. Ariana gets the feed from the free throw line now. Scoops can't hit. Rebound Science Hill. 50 seconds now to play in the first quarter. 14-13, Lawrence County on top. Here's Tarter out front, top of the circle. Here's the Knack. Down low Lyon. Spinning. Shot up off the glass and in. That's the first point for the leading scorer for Science Hill. Lyon, who averages nearly 14 points per game. Lawrence County and Coach Wendy Scott, as you see, wants the timeout. We'll keep it here since we're so close to the end of the first quarter. 36 seconds is on the clock. 15-14, Science Hill with their first lead of the contest. As you see, head coach Wendy Scott in her 6th year talking to a team. Her first trip to the state championships at the helm at Lawrence County. They were here in 2002. I'll tell you what, she's preparing her team very, very well. I don't know that they can keep up at this pace, though.
That's going to be the test.
We'll see. Lawrence County has it. 36 seconds, probably telling her team to stop and take maybe one shot here. Here's a heave down the floor, coming away. Ariana Gilbert driving layup, no good, but she's fouled by Lyon. Lyon will commit her first personal foul. That was a football pass down the floor. So heading to the free throw line here is Ariana Gilbert to shoot a couple of free throws. Ariana Gilbert tries a free throw. It's good. She'll have another. Ariana, a 56% free throw shooter. A junior, her sister Kiana, number 20 on this team. Second free throw also good, and so Lawrence County regains the lead with 34 seconds to play Actually, a little over 33 seconds to play here in the first quarter. 16-15, Lawrence County. Tarter walking it down, not in any hurry here. Almost left wing. Stops there. Pass comes near side. This is Gregory. Back to Tarter. Back to Gregory. Looking down low. Back up top to Tarter. 15 seconds on the clock. She'll back you back out one more time. Back to Gregory on the near side. Back to Tarter. Left side to Reed. Back to Tarter. Left wing. Reed drives in. Out front, Gregory as the clock winding down at the buzzer. Shot no good. That'll do it for the first quarter. And if you're Lawrence County, you got to be feeling pretty good. And at the end of the first quarter, 16-15. Lawrence County leads Science Hill by 1. Back in a minute on the TSSAA Radio Network.
Hey, you want to take a look at this?
Thanks to Blue Cross's Walking Works for Schools program, Tennessee kids have walked over 17 million miles in the past 5 years. That's enough for 35 trips to the moon and back. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee is for Tennessee. Committed to getting kids walking and healthy. Get involved at bcbst.com/impact.
Take me home tonight.
You can choose the back seat, or we'll choose one for you.
(16-15) is your score at the end of the first quarter. Lawrence County by a point over Science Hill. Don't forget you can watch these games online for free at TSSAAnetwork.com. If you're already watching, you know that. Also, all games are archived. You can also buy DVDs of all these contests. TSSAAnetwork.com. Bounce pass up top from Lawrence County is stolen away by Angelica Reed. Drives in, lays it up and in. Science Hill back in front by a point now, 17-16. Science Hill wants to make this a very fast-paced ball game. We'll see which pace wins out in the end. Here's Williams for Lawrence County. Williams left wing, dribbles to the free throw line out front. Beck, who just checked in, has it now baseline to Gilbert. Or rather to Williams, back to Gilbert. Now back to Williams. Almost a minute into this second quarter. This is back top of the key. Left side, Kiana Gilbert drives the lane, lost the handle, stolen away by Tarter. Numbers for Science Hill. Tarter drives the lane, scoops in. Oh, can't score. Missed the layup. Rebound Lawrence County. Long pass down the floor. Kiana Gilbert. Easy lay-in. Lawrence County back in front by a point now, 18-17. Seesaw battle going on here. Here's Copley, pull up three on the way. Yes, she knocks it down. 2018 Science Hill in front by 2 now. Their largest lead of the game, Lawrence County. Here's Williams driving the lane, scoops and scores. She hung in the air and got it to go. We're tied. 20/20 vision right now here at the Murphy Center. 20/20 your score. It's a high-scoring game, at least compared to some of the games that I've called so far this week. Angelica Reed, bounce pass down low. Copley, good feed and finish. And it's 22-20. Science Hill regains a 2-point lead. Shy Copley, a nice game already so far. 8 points for Shy Copley. Here's Kiana Gilbert into front court. Stops on the right wing, dribbles towards the free throw line. Into the corner he goes to Williams. Out front to Ariana Gilbert. Looks down low, no bounce pass. She'll drive underneath, pull-up jumper, partially deflected maybe by Reed there, and we got a whistle and a foul. No, someone stepped on the baseline. They're saying Copley stepped on the baseline down there. And we'll stay with the Lady Cats of Lawrence County. Underneath, throwing it in is Kiana Gilbert. Comes into Ariana, backs her way in. Fadeaway jumper, rims around, wouldn't fall. Rebound picked up Science Hill. Here's Copley in a hurry. Pass down the floor. Too far ahead of Morgan Knack. And a turnover for Science Hill. Turnover number 7 against Science Hill. The first half, they shot 53%. Lawrence County, 47%. High percentages for both teams. 22-20 your score. Science Hill by a deuce. Williams feeds to the free throw line. Almost lost it there. Clayton, she gets it back. Drives in. Draws contact from Copley. But instead, a travel is called. So a travel called and a turnover for Lawrence County. That's only their 4th turnover of the contest. Done a nice job of taking care of the basketball. Approaching the 5-minute mark here in the first half. 22-20 Science Hill. Lyon looking for a pass from Tarter. And airmails the pass. That's 8 turnovers now for Science Hill. Checking in 22 Gregory for Science Hill. Or Lawrence County coming into your screen on the near side. That's number 30 Jessa Hunt back in. In backcourt, Kiana Gilbert. Across the timeline into the corner. Williams spots for 3. Too strong. Hit the rim twice. Rebound Science Hill. Strong rebound by Big Lion underneath. Down the floor, Gregory drives in the paint. Scoops under. Can't score. Rebound picked up Lawrence County. Strong rebound underneath. Down the floor to hurry. Lawrence County. Long pass. Layup is no good by Gilbert. That was Ariana. But she'll head to the charity stripe to shoot a couple here. 4:47 left to go. First half, 22-20 Science Hill by 2. And Lawrence County a chance to tie right here. Ariana Gilbert averaging 15 points, 6 rebounds, a 56% free throw shooter. Isaac shot it, hit it. Ariana Gilbert in the ball game. She has 7 points. Leads the way for Lawrence County. Second free throw, back iron, no good. Rebound picked up by Science Hill. Here's Angelica Reed into front court. This is Copley now on the deep right wing. Back out front, Tarter. Left wing, Gregory steps in, drives a lane. Had a lane, missed the shot though. The layup, Reed picks up the rebound to Copley now. They'll reset. Bounce pass inside, deep post there by Lyon. Shot at the front of the rim, no good. Rebound goes to the floor. Copley dives for it. Now it's tied up as Williams goes to the floor as well for Lawrence County. And the possession arrow favors Science Hill.
Science Hill's made some adjustments, hasn't they, Chris?
They have. I'm still amazed Lawrence County keeping up at this pace and really forcing the issue and wanting to make it fast. Lob to Gregory, top of the key. Tarter in the corner. Gets the pass, works the bounce back outside now. Dribbles to the legs. They're giving her that 3. Now she takes the 3. Back rim, no good. Rebound picked up underneath by Hunt. Strong rebound. Williams, top of the key. Into the lane, backs it back out now. Looking down low for Hunt. Gets the feed down there. Backs her way in, spin, left-handed shot, no good. Out of bounds it goes. Last touch by Science Hill. Reed down there as well as Copley. Lost the handle. 3:53 to play first half. 22-21. Science Hill by a point. Ball comes into the corner. Ariana Gilbert. Out front, Emily Williams. Into the corner to Kiana Gilbert. Not good spacing over there on the far side. Now they space down. They'll reset here. Emily Williams out near center circle. Bounce pass, free throw line. Lob underneath for Kiana. Kiana had her shot blocked down low by Copley. Science Hill comes away with it. Here comes the 5'10" junior Copley. Into the corner. This is Tarter. Drives in the lane. Scoops. Can't score. Rebound battle for her. Almost a tie ball. It is a tie ball. This time Lawrence County gets it. We had a scoring frenzy there for a bit. Scoring has subsided a little bit. Shooting percentages have settled down a little bit. Both were near 50%.
You knew it's going to happen, though. You couldn't keep that pace up that they were on before.
And you're right. Williams going to trot it down the floor with the dribble. Gets a screen, top of the key. Now pass goes to Clayton, who set the screen. She gets a screen from Ariana Gilbert. Dribbles right wing. Out front to Hunt. Hunt dribbles top of the circle, then picks it up. Gives it over to the corner. Lob pass intended for Hunt, knocked away and stolen. Here comes Science Hill with numbers, 4-on-2. In the paint, Scoops scores. Is it a walk or is it a foul? It is a walk.
It was a charge.
Or a charge.
And the reason that the charge was called, we said it all day yesterday, the reason the charge was called is she lowered the shoulder as she was going in to shoot the shot, and that'll happen every time, and it happened again right there.
Under 3 minutes to play here in the first half. Kiana Gilbert works the dribble out front, hand check on her. Good tough defense. Lob down low intended for Ariana Gilbert. She gets the pass underneath, out front. Pump fake, Hunt steps in, gives back to Gilbert. Gilbert up out the rim, no good. Rebound put back, Hunt, it won't fall. Rebound picked up by Science Hill. This is in front court, Gregory. Top of the circle, gives to Tarter. Over to Copley, left wing now. Slow it down a bit, Tarter. They give her the three if she wants to take it. She doesn't. As for Angelica Reed, bounce pass down low. She's double teamed. This is Copley. Back out to Reed. Dribbles in the lane. Whistle. And a reach in. Official out front makes the call. That'd be Clayton called for the foul, the junior. 14 fouls against Lawrence County. That's her first. Science Hill to throw it in. Lob comes to Copley, top of the key. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Tarter now between the circles. A little yo-yo dribble out front. And at 50. Left side, Gregory. Back on top of the key. Tarter for three. Yes, she knocks it down. They've been giving that to her. That's the first time she's knocked one down. 1 of 2 from behind the three-point line is Tiana Tarter.
That's 9 points for her.
25-21, largest lead for Science Hill, 4. Williams, bounce pass down low. Lob, thought it was a pass. Ariana passes down low for Hunt. Now they pass it around to Kiana Gilbert. Her shot's no good. Rebound Science Hill. Being trapped down there was Smith, but she finds a guard. Here's Tarter. Tarter drives the lane. In the lane, shot no good. Loose ball picked up by Lawrence County. Williams comes out of the pack on the near side with the dribble into front court. Bounce pass down low, Hunt. Here comes the double team. Outside, Kiana Gilbert in the corner. Williams for three. Off front rim, no good. A minute to play in the first half. 25-21. Tarter starts a 3-on-2 break. Pass goes to the far side. Over to Gregory. Back to Tarter. Tarter back to Gregory. Corner three on the way. She's wide open. Front rim, no good. Rebound picked out Lawrence County. Here comes Williams. Lawrence County down by 4. 40 seconds. Bounce pass underneath. Gilbert. Fadeaway jumper. Too short. That was Ariana. Loose ball rebound. Picking up the basketball is Reed and Science Hill. Reed pull up 10-foot jumper. Way out the mark. Rebound Ariana Gilbert. As the pace slows down now with 20 seconds to play in the first half. Lawrence County down by 4 and the basketball. Williams is over to Kiana Gilbert, the sophomore. Kiana picks up the dribble. Almost lost it. Ball on the floor. Still ball on the floor. Tie basketball. Science Hill going to get it with 2 seconds remaining.
That's one you didn't want because you'd open the third quarter with possession. Now that's going to be reversed and go the other way.
Well, good defense there out front by Shea Smith. She was in her kitchen. So just over a second to play in the first half. Just time for a catch and shot here. Throwing it in is Knack. Into the corner, Gregory. Gregory, 2 dribbles. That's too much time. It's good, but it won't count. Whoa! They're saying it's going to count.
That's what they said.
Wow.
All right. We call for the instant replay?
No, we can't.
We can't?
No. 27-21 is your score at the half. Lawrence County trails in a questionable call there at the end of the first half. Science Hill leads it 27-21 over Lawrence County. Back with halftime content after this 2-minute timeout on the TSSAA Radio Network.
The 2012 Blue Cross Basketball Championships are brought to you by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee, proud corporate sponsor of the TSSAA, and by the Governor's Highway Safety Office, who reminds you don't drink and drive. and by your local Tennessee Public Television station. Proud host of the 2012 Blue Cross Basketball Championship.
Hey, want to take a look at this?
Thanks to Blue Cross's Walking Works for Schools program, Tennessee kids have walked over 17 million miles in the past 5 years. That's enough for 35 trips to the moon and back. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee is for Tennessee. Committed to getting kids walking and healthy. Get involved at bcbst.com/impact.
Take me home tonight.
You can choose the back seat, or we'll choose one for you.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you.
One shot
We're at halftime, and 27-21, Science Hill leading Lawrence County here in the girls' quarterfinals of the 2012 girls basketball tournament in Murfreesboro in a wet Rutherford County today. But Kim Benetta with us, and Kim, it is quite a ball game here, and you're making fun of me, writing down names ahead of schedules, but.
And March, you cannot count anybody out. The parity in basketball is incredible. Science Hill came out not ready to play. It didn't look like.
I agree with you.
Lawrence County gave them everything they wanted in the first half, including number 13. I'm not sure what her name is, but a little Spitfire guard. She played really,
like her, don't you?
Really well. Yes, I do.
She's very, very good. I think that is Williams. Look on Chris's up there at the very top.
Williams, Emily Williams.
Yes. She's played well, and she has 4 points, but I wonder how many assists she has in this ball
really
game.
Good passer, good ball handler.
Let's talk about the Governor's Highway Safety Office and the things that you're involved with day in, day out in saving lives.
Well, right now, our emphasis is on distracted driving. And I was driving here this morning, and the weather was unbelievable. It was raining so hard. So I started thinking about that distracted driving that we're kind of dealing with right now. And it's even worse in the weather, and the people are flying by me on both sides. I'm hydroplaning. So I'm looking up. People are on their phone. Looks like they're texting. I'm not sure. They could be surfing the internet. They're changing CDs. They're eating. I mean, they're doing everything there is to do except for drive when they get behind that wheel. So our focus really is on the primary thing you do when you're behind the wheel is drive and nothing else.
And watch it, drive defensively. We've lost that tagline that was from years ago. Drive defensively.
Now it's drive offensively, because if somebody gets in your way, you're just going to run up on them. That's how it is now. Defensively is no longer, because everybody wants to be the first one there for some reason, and it really doesn't make a difference if you're flying. You get there at the same time anyway. I don't understand that. But defensively, for sure, because there are not very many good drivers, and the ones that are paying attention, like I said, they're pretty aggressive. And you don't need a fight when you're on the road. One of you needs to be intelligent and drive defensively.
Y'all are involved, and when I say y'all, the Governor's Safety Office, you got the Booze It and Lose It campaign, you got the Click It and Ticket, you got the driving, texting, and the distracted driver. Every year it seems like a new one pops up.
That's the thing. We're fighting so many battles. We've obviously, the drinking and driving has been going on since the beginning of time, so we're going to fight that battle forever. Finally, we have a primary seatbelt law, so we've been dealing with that. That's in the legislature. We have that done, so now we can enforce that. And now we have the texting law where you're not allowed to text when you're behind the wheel. So we keep everything that comes up. Prescription drugs are now playing a part in older drivers. So we not only have the alcohol, we also have prescription medicine, which affects the driving. So it seems like every time you are not winning the battle, but you're getting the battle a little bit on the positive side, something else comes up. So,
do you think technology is going to be the answer to quite a bit of this problem in years and years to come ahead of us?
Right now, in this day, I think technology is killing us because of the phones, the smartphones that can do everything. And then, like I said, you can watch television, movies in the car if you want to. So hopefully technology will get there, but I don't know if they will or not. I mean, another person asked me about the car not starting without the seatbelt on. I mean, if they can do that, that's great. Work on the safety versus the comfort, because their car makers are getting us too comfortable in the car.
That's true, because we as a society are spending more and more time in that vehicle and wanting to get there, just like you said, wanting to get there first, and that's a key here. But technology did get us into this situation. Now technology may in the future take us out of some of the problems.
And I think if they start to see, and they should be, because the stats tell the story, that the problems are being caused by the technology, and people are going to get upset about that, they already are, then they can develop things that can counteract that. I think so.
It's going to be interesting. It's going to be fun to see what happens in the future as far as the automobile manufacturers coming up with things that will really actually save a lot of lives and make your job a whole lot easier.
Right. I mean, our fatality rate's as low as it's ever been. We're below 1,000 for the year 2011, which is incredible, but one life lost is too many. So we're going to keep working and keep working and keep working with our partners. TSSAA helps because of the age of the drivers, and law enforcement across the state. We can't do this without them.
Exactly right. Kim Van Atta, thank you very much, and we'll talk to you again at halftime.
I'll be here.
You will be here, without a doubt. Let's take a 2-minute local break, and we'll be right back. Stay tuned.
The 2012 Blue Cross Basketball Championships are brought to you by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee, proud corporate sponsor of the TSSAA, and by the Governor's Highway Safety Office, who reminds you don't drink and drive, and by your local Tennessee Public Television stations, proud host of the 2012 Blue Cross Basketball Championships.
Hey, want to take a look at this?
Thanks to Blue Cross's Walking Works for Schools program, Tennessee kids have walked over 17 million miles in the past 5 years. That's enough for 35 trips to the moon and back. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee is for Tennessee. Committed to getting kids walking and healthy. Get involved at bcbst.com/impact.
Take me home tonight.
You can choose the back seat, or we'll choose one for you.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. We're coming in on 1.
For more information on how your school can join the Play on School broadcast program and participate in the TSSAA network, go to TSSAAnetwork.com/SBP.
All I do is win, no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time I step
Welcome back to the Murphy Center. 27-21 Science Hill on top of Lawrence County here at halftime. That was Dan Hughes' favorite bump music right there that he used coming back in from the break. Every morning you go to your office, you play that song.
I play that song and everybody they know I'm there.
Emily Williams with the top of the key. Bounce pass goes free throw line. Hunt. Here's another bounce inside. Hunt gets it back from Gilbert. Her layup no good. Rebound picked up by Science Hill. Science Hill shot 41% in the first half. Lawrence County 30%. They trail by 6. Underneath, good feed and finish by Lyon. The consensus for most everybody was that last shot was a little bit late by Science Hill. It doesn't last it counted. Now it's an 8-point lead for Science Hill, 29-21. Kiana Gilbert, no replay in high school basketball. They can't go to the monitor. Underneath, Gilbert, this is Kiana, has it blocked. Picked up, though, by Williams. Good pass underneath. Back to Kiana. Out front, Ariana Gilbert for 3. In and out, no good. Ball knocked down and picked up by Science Hill here. This is Knack into front court now to Tarter. Tarter skip pass over to Copley. She'll drive the lane and draws contact and a reach-in foul.
They call those hand check fouls a lot, don't they?
They do. Foul on 35, Ariana Gilbert. Her second first of the second half charged against Science Hill. 29-21, largest lead, Science Hill. It's 8. Here's Angelica Reed. Long 2 on the way. Swish! And it's a double-digit lead now for Science Hill at 36-0 on the season. Here's Lawrence County in the front court. Emily Williams bounce pass down low, intended for Hunt. She threw it away, and they might need a timeout here. 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here. Don't forget, you can watch all these games on line for free. TSSAA Network.com. As you're watching right now, getting a good look at 6th-year head coach Wendy Scott in that huddle. This might be a breaking point for them. She's going over some X's and O's over there on her clipboard. For her team, this might be a turning point.
You're right, and we've got 4 more games after this one. Summertown and Lake County at 1 o'clock Central. Clay County and Cloudland at 2:30. At 4 o'clock, Wartburg and Union City. And at 5:30, Loretta and Jackson County. We go to single A after this game.
AA, AAA, then to single A this year. Format change from years past. Science Hill with the ball up 10. Across, this is Tarter. Right side, Copley above her head, back to Tarter, top of the circle. 6.5 to play, third quarter. Here's Copley for 3. Whoa. Yes, she knocks it down. Deep range there for Copley. It's 34-21 now, a Baker's dozen lead. Here's in the front court, Kiana Gilbert. Gilbert up top, Emily Williams hesitates, now gives it back to the baseline to Gilbert. Dunk under floater in the paint, no good. Rebound is by Hunt. Out front, Williams for 3. It's good. And a big 3 right there, back to a 10-point contest.
You had to answer that back, and they did.
Tarter at the top of the key, over to Copney. Bounce pass down low, and a reach-in going to be called on Hunt. That'll be her first, rather, excuse me, that'll be her third. Team second. Science Hill to throw it in. Tarter comes into Angelica Reed. She's trapped. Just guarded by one defender, but a bounce pass outside to Tarter. Into the corner, Angelica Reed. Starts to dribble in, looks down low, back out front, Tarter. 5.5 to play, third quarter. Courtney drives in, and it's stripped away. Was it off her knee? No, it wasn't. Last touch by Lawrence County. We'll stick on this in with Science Hill. Tarter to do the honors and throw it in. Looks out front, top of the key. Courtney for 3 on the way. Back iron, no good. Rebound is by Gilbert. Ariana in a hurry. Into the corner. 3 from the corner on the way. In and out. Wouldn't fall down for Clayton. Strong rebound down low here by Science Hill. Knack across the timeline. Up by 10 is Science Hill with the ball. Nearing the 5-minute mark of this third quarter. Tarter dribbles in. Backs it back out front to Angelica Reed to the lane. Back out top of the circle. This is Tarter. Hands off. Knack in the lane. Scoop shot up and in. Not sure how that ball fell, but it did. 36-24. A dozen lead now for Science Hill. Almost midway through this third quarter. Not many stoppages in play. On top of the key. Pull up 3 on the way. Way short. Ball ricochets to Williams. Williams has her shot blocked by Lyon underneath. Rebound this time by Science Hill. Williams slow getting up. with numbers. Here's Science Hill in the corner. Knack open for three. Front iron, no good. Rebound is by Lawrence County. They dodged a bullet that time. Here's Emily Williams. Slow it down a little bit for Lawrence County. Bounce pass goes to Hunt. Over to Clayton. Out front to Kiana Gilbert. Into the corner. Hunt out top of the key. Clayton for three. Yes! Back to single digits is the lead now. It's 9, 36-27. Under the 4-minute mark. Three by Copeney on the other end. No good. Rebound picked up by Lawrence County. Maybe too quick of a shot right there. Three subs waiting to check in at the scorer's table. Two by Science Hill, two for Lawrence County. Kiana Gilbert drives in. Good spin move. Shot fell short, though. Rebound picked up by Science Hill.
How does Lawrence County miss so many shots underneath their bucket?
And missed a bunch. Tarter drives in. Stops. Looks back out front to Copeney. Bounce pass. Inside line. Good position. She might have gotten away with a shoulder, but it rims in and out no good anyway. Rebound by Lawrence County. Williams walks it up. 3 minutes to play, third quarter. We've played, 2.5 minutes without a stoppage here. Top of the circle, Kiana Gilbert. Near side pass, this is Williams. Into the corner to Hunt. Lob pass underneath. A little too strong. Ball hit the baseline. Turnover. Looking down low for Ariana Gilbert. Good idea, just a little bit too much mustard. That was a very small gap she had.
Exactly right. 36-27 the score. Science Hill leading. 2:45 remaining in the third.
Tarter out front, top of the circle. Dribbles left wing. Looks down low. Back out front. 30, this is Smith who just checked in. She and Gregory both checked in. They touched the basketball there. Copeney, nice screen feed underneath the line. Couldn't get it to go. Put back is no good. Fouled. And he'll go to the line here. Will Lyon. Fouled by Abby Clayton, who gives a couple of inches for her. She's a little bit shorter.
Man, there was a lot of contact on that whole series. I thought there was a couple over the backs, and you could call 4 or 5 things right there.
Abby Lyon, a 69% foul shooter, misses the first. Very physical player down low is a 6-foot sophomore. A lot of young players on this team for Science Hill. They went 36-0 coming into this tournament. In fact, they do not start a upperclassman, or rather a senior. 3 juniors and a couple of sophomores, including these 2 sisters. Angelica Reed, a sophomore, and Amanda Reed, who's also on the team, is her sister. Underneath, this is Kiana Gilbert. Her shot wouldn't fall. Got her own miss, though, as they reset out front. Beck has it. Now a timeout. A little unorganized there was Lawrence County, and they're going to take a full timeout with 2:05 to play here in the third quarter. 37-27, Science Hill back in 1 minute on the TSSAA Radio Network.
Musco Sports Lighting, the official lighting partner of TSSAA.
2 minutes to play, third quarter. Lawrence County trails by 10, 37-27. As Lawrence County with the basketball. Out front, this is Clayton. Clayton pressured by Lyon, almost had it knocked away, and now a foul call on, I think, Lawrence County. We're going to get Oriana Gilbert with the foul near the center court stripe, and they do. And for her, that's her third, team's fourth. No team fouls so far against Science Hill here in the third quarter. See if they try and even that up. Tarter dribbles towards the right wing. They would never do such a thing. Try to even the fouls up. Gregory lobs far side to Copeney. Copeney drives in, reverse layup, blocked by Kiana Gilbert. Maybe a little bit too fancy there for Copeney. Tried for the reverse layup. She got swatted underneath the bucket. 1:32 to play here in this third quarter. 37-27 is your score. Lob out front. Copeney hesitates, then drives to the foul line. Back out front to Tarter. Back to Copeney. Copeney pull up three on the way. It's good. Wow. She's got a nice stroke from the outside. Does Copeney? She has 14 now. 14
How big was that
Copeney.
three?
Well, puts them back up by 13. Top of the circle. This is Beck. Right side over to Kiana Gilbert. This is Williams comes back to get it. The point guard, top of the key, the state golf champion in AAA. Steps in, bounce pass kicked by Tarter. Under a minute now to play, 53-8 in the third quarter. They'll keep it underneath the bucket. Knack checks back in. So does Reed for Science Hill. Into the corner, Beck. Kiana Gilbert, top of the circle. Looks back to the corner it goes. This is Williams. Scoops under. Great score by Emily Williams.
She can play. I'm so impressed with her.
Knifed into the lane and got the bucket. Gregory drives. Bounce pass out front. Tarter. 30 seconds to play third quarter. Tarter dribbles, gives right wing. This is Nat. Back out front. Tarter. Looks down low. Now we'll back you back out. And Science still looking to take probably one shot here, up by 11, 40-29.
And Lawrence County's going to let them.
Not too far behind schedule. Next game will start at 1 o'clock. One more quarter to play in this one. We're at 12:30 now. 10 seconds underneath. 10 seconds now. Reed gives right side. Tarter at 4. Starts to dribble again. Shot blocked by Kiana Gilbert at the horn. And we've played 3 quarters of basketball. At the end of 3, it's Science Hill 40, Lawrence County 29. Back after these messages on the TSSAA Radio Network.
Hey, want to take a look at this?
Thanks to Blue Cross's Walking Works for Schools program, Tennessee kids have walked over 17 million miles in the past 5 years. That's enough for 35 trips to the moon and back. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee is for Tennessee. Committed to getting kids walking and healthy. Get involved at bcbst.com/impact.
Take me home tonight.
You can choose the back seat, or we'll choose one for you.
Fourth and final quarter here from this final AAA quarterfinal. With the ball starting the fourth quarter, Science Hill, long lob pass goes underneath from Tarter to Copeney in the lane, driving in Reed. A reach and foul going to be called. Against Lawrence County on 20, Kiana Gilbert. First on her, 5 team fouls against Lawrence County now. Lawrence County trailing Science Hill 40-29. That's your score. 7:45 to play in this fourth quarter. Tarter comes back to get the basketball. Right wing, bounce pass down low. Reed has a double team. Her shot still up and in. Good spin. Created some space underneath and got the bucket. There comes Williams across the timeline over there on the left wing. Directing traffic now as Ariana Gilbert comes to get it. Free throw line. Baseline pass. Now at the free throw line. Lob pass down low for Ariana. Ball stripped away or knocked away by Lyon. She comes away, some contact. No foul call there. Here comes Tarter the other way in a hurry. Tarter, top of the circle. Pass to Lyon, back to Tarter. And at the top of the key, they space out well here. Reed on the right side, rather Coatney. Coatney dribbles right baseline, stops. Trapped by Ariana, made it a timeout. They're going to take one, as you see. Darryl Barnwell take a timeout, a 30-second timeout taken here by Science Hill. This team leading it by 13. That's their largest lead of the ball game, 42-29. Winner of this game gets undefeated Clarksville. I'll tell you what, I think AAA did live up to the billing. There's some really good teams here.
This has been one of the better AAA brackets that I've seen in a while. I'm anxious to see. I've been looking at some of these single A brackets. There's some great matchups coming up in single A, and that'll get started, as Chris said earlier, at 1 o'clock with Summertown 29-3 taking on a very good Lake County team 34-4. It's going to be a good ball game.
Lake County's been here a couple of times, a Miss Basketball finalist. I believe T.T. Flowers on that team. In the corner, this is Tarter. Pass goes out front to Coatney. Coatney feeds into the corner, back out to Coatney now. Lob to the baseline. Tarter couldn't handle that pass. It goes out of bounds.
A little high. You look at this Lawrence County team, and Chris, if they would have hit their inside shots, they would be right in the middle of this game instead of 13 points back.
Lawrence County 11 of 40 from the floor in this game. Science Hill 18 for 42 at 43%. There's Kiana Gilbert. Left side, Williams, spot up three on the way. Yes! She knocks it down. Every time they need a big play, she delivers.
That
Emily
puts it
Williams.
to 10.
Here's a trap out near center court on Tarter. They pass around it. Here's Reed underneath, draws lots of contact and a foul. Going to be called on 23. That's going to be Clayton. Heading to the free throw line. Will be, looks like Lyon, or is it Coatney? It's going to be Lyon. Shea Smith back in. Or Science Hill. No shooting foul there. It's on the floor, they say. Lob comes into Coatney at the top of the key. Coatney hands off for Tarter. Back out front to Reed. Reed bounce pass, good feet underneath. Looking for help now. As Smith tried the bounce pass across the block, but it's knocked out by Lawrence County. They packed the lane down there, didn't allow that pass to happen. 42-32, 6 minutes to play. Here in this fourth quarter, Science Hill leading by 10. This is Reed, sends it right wing to Tarter. Tarter gets a screen there from Coatney. Now Coatney takes the pass. Chest pass, dribbles in, draws a double team, draws contact, but a travel anyway. And the double team comes.
Now this is a very big trip down the floor for Lawrence County. Huge.
When you run a play for Emily Williams here, she's been the spark plug. Here's Kiana Gilbert to Ariana in the corner. Back out to Williams. Isolated top of the key. She lost her footing, and now a foul going to be called on Tarter. Nice sportsmanship. She reaches down there to help her up. There's Tiana Tarter. Her second. That's the first team foul. That's why the cheer from the Lawrence County fans to our right and straight ahead.
6-1 is what they're complaining about.
Yeah. Lawrence County to throw it in here. Out front, this is Clayton, and they swing it around the perimeter. Into the corner it goes to Kiana Gilbert. Williams thought about a three-step in long two. Rims around, no good. There's an over-the-back call going to be called, I think, against Lawrence County. No, it's against Science Hill. On 44, Coatney. There's the standing O from the Lawrence County fans. 42-32 is your score. There's Kiana Gilbert to trigger it in underneath the bucket. Lob comes in at the top of the key in the lane. Driving in Clayton. Layup good. It's an 8-point game now. 42-34. Not going away. Here's Lawrence County. Coatney drives in. Scoops. Scores! And she falls to the ground. What a drive there by Coatney. She's got 18. Long pass down underneath. Shot up good. Count it! As Hunt a chance for the three-point play.
As Haney would say, the old-fashioned way.
An answer there for Lawrence County. And Jessa Hunt. He's got 4 points. Free throw, good. 7-point contest, 44-37, 4:50 to play. On the floor comes Science Hill. Lob pass from the corner from Gregory, intended for Lyon. Batted out of bounds. Good D right there as they, once again, they pack that lane. Lyon, the leading scorer, 13.6 points per game. They've held her pretty much in check. Here's Gregory out front for Science Hill. Is it left wing. Tarter dribbles in, lost the handle though, picked up by Smith. Over to Coltney, double pumps and a travel. Good defense there by Ariana Gilbert.
She did. She was fixing to eat that ball if she'd let go of it too.
That's the 12th turnover for Science Hill. Full timeout for our local stations. 44-37, Science Hill by 7 on the TSSAA Radio Network. Seven-point contest with 4.5 to play here in the fourth quarter. Lawrence County trailing Science Hill by 7, 44-37. Lawrence County with the basketball. This is Kiana Gilbert in the corner, gives to Hunt. Lob pass down low. Ariana Gilbert, layup too strong. Battle for the loose ball. Out of bounds on the baseline. It'll stay with Lawrence County. Well, good hustle down there by Gregory. Couldn't quite get a hold of it. Lawrence County to throw it in. This is Kiana Gilbert into Williams. 3 on the way. Too much, too strong. Rebound picked up by Copney. Here's a 3-on-2 for Science Hill. If they take it, they don't. Bounce pass out front. Reed dribbles in. Stops, backs it back outside. Picks up the dribble, double dribble.
Pressure, pressure, pressure.
3:56 to go here in the fourth and final stanza. Science Hill by 7. Here's Emily Williams. Guarded out front by Tarter. Hands off for 23 Clayton. She looks down low. Ball knocked away and stolen. There's Reed now to Tarter, the point guard. Free throw line. Drives in. There's contact. No foul. Lyon the rebound. Put back. It's no good. Rebound Lawrence County. Here come the Lady Cats in a hurry. With the ball, Williams. Pass underneath. Shot up. Good. Underneath by number 30, Hunt. Look at the fans from Lawrence County. They're getting into it. Long pass. Almost stolen at midcourt by Beck. And a whistle. And what do we have?
We got a foul on 23.
So it's going to be on Clayton. 4 on Clayton. I said to Beck that was Williams in midcourt with the near steal.
We got a 1-and-1.
Yep. Now they're in the bonus. Science Hill. Gregory at the line here. Gregory is a 73% foul shooter. First is good. She'll have the bonus. It's a 6-point game now. 45-39. 3:12 to play in regulation. Second free throw, in and out, no good. Rebound, though, by Coltney and Science Hill. Nobody boxed her out. Now a whistle and a timeout call by Science Hill. It is a full timeout. 45-39, Science Hill, 3:08 to play. We'll take a 1-minute timeout for our local stations on the TSSAA Radio Network. .308 to play in regulation. 45-39, Science Hill leading Lawrence County, the final AAA quarterfinal. And Science Hill may put this into a stall here. Reed at the free throw line, back outside. Courtney, bounce pass inside, knocked away. Last touch, though, by Science Hill's Lion. It'll belong to Lawrence County here, trailing by only 6.
Chris, the question there is why the bounce pass? Why not straight up pass? I think that's what she was expecting.
Into front court, Williams on the far side. Pass out front goes to Clayton, now to Gilbert. In the lane, Ariana elevates and scores. Bench fired up for Lawrence County. Here's Science Hill up by just 4 now. Into the corner, Gregory. Oh, she thought about the 3. Thought better of it, though. Under 2.5 now to play in the fourth quarter. Lawrence County has trimmed the lead to 4. Skip pass near side. Coultney drives in. Outside to Tarter. Tarter looks down low. Wide open is Lyon, and the layup is good. 47-41, a 6-point advantage now for Science Hill. Pass goes to the baseline. This is Kiana Gilbert. Rolls out front. Lead again is 6 now for Science Hill. Left side, 3 on the way by Williams. Yes! It's a 3-point ball game, 47-44. Coultney into the corner, threw it away! And a timeout called by Lawrence County.
What a game.
It is going to be a full timeout. We'll keep it here through this timeout. Single A coming up next.
Well, you got Summertown and Lake County at 1 o'clock, 15 minutes from now. Clay County and Cloudland at 2:30 Central, and then Wartburg and Union City at 4. Loretta and Jackson County wind up the day at 5:30 this evening.
The AAA semis set except for this ball game. You got Riverdale taking on Memphis Overton. Then you have Clarksville awaiting the winner of this contest between Lawrence County and Science Hill. My credit, Wendy Scott and Lawrence County. You know, a lot of folks didn't know how much of a shot they had in this ball game against 36-0 Science Hill, but they have played one whale of a ball game. Win or lose, Lawrence County will have to hold their head very, very high. Minute 39 to play, fourth quarter. 47-44 is your score. Lady Cats with the ball, down by just 3. Haven't been this close since early on in the second quarter. Williams brings it across the timeline. Minute 30 to play. Is for Kiana Gilbert, gets a screen, drives around the screen, scoops, and scores! Great drive. It's a one-point game now, 47-46. Science Hill with the ball. Into the corner, Coltney. Skip pass, far side, bounce pass, almost stolen. And Science Hill will trigger it in underneath their own bucket. You see the timeout situation at the bottom of your screen if you're watching online. Each team has only one timeout left. Tarter to throw it in for Science Hill. Comes in way out front, Gregory. Should be in no hurry here if you're Science Hill. Into the corner, Tarter. Pump fakes, dribbles in. Floater in the paint, rimming around, no good. Battle for the rebound and a foul called. A foul called on Coltney and Science Hill. That is her third, team's fourth. Under a minute to play here in regulation. And dribbling down is Kiana Gilbert, guarded by Reed. Almost had it knocked away, and a reach-in foul going to be called. Not yet to the bonus.
They still got another one to give, Chris. That's only the 15th foul.
Science Hill leads by one, 47-46. It's Lawrence County with the ball. Emily Williams gives to Kiana Gilbert. They should be really in no hurry, though. 45 seconds. Kiana Gilbert almost had it tied up. Gives to Williams now, top of the circle. Under 40. Williams, guarded by Tarter. Dribbles left wing, backs it back out front. Timeout, the last timeout taken by Lawrence County here. It is a full timeout. 33 seconds to go. Science Hill by one. Back in a minute for our local stations on the TSSAA Radio Network. (47-46), Science Hill by one. Lawrence County with the basketball and 30 seconds to play in regulation. This is Kiana Gilbert in the corner. Looks down low, pass knocked away and stolen by Science Hill's Coltney. She's trapped in the corner, and they will take their last timeout to save possession of the basketball with 21.6 seconds to play in regulation. 47-46, Science Hill the lead and the ball. And for Lawrence County, they still have to commit, I think. No, they're in the bonus. They're in the bonus. So they can foul. It'll be 1-and-1 for Science Hill. I guess you probably played defense for about 10 seconds, then you foul.
That's about it. You're going to have to send them to the line. But this defense of Lawrence County is going to make it very difficult for the inbound pass. So, and you've got to come the entire length of the floor to get down because you're on the far side. Been a great game. It's been the best game of the tournament.
And you and I both thought it would not be.
I didn't, I'm so impressed with Lawrence County.
I am too.
This guard that they have, number 13, Williams, she is a spark plug.
She can play some golf too.
Yeah. But she is a spark plug for this team, and Lawrence County has played their hearts out. I'm so impressed with them.
Science Hill to throw it in. Reed almost moved that pivot foot. Comes into Tarter, 18 seconds. Carter dribbling down the far side, and a reach-in foul going to be called on Abby Clayton. And so Tarter, who is a 70% foul shooter, their best free throw shooter is Morgan Knack at 87%. And then you have Tiana Tarter, who's at 70% at the line here.
Chris, they did exactly what you said. They went about 10 seconds and then committed the foul. They had to, and that's a good move by Lawrence County.
So Tiana Tarter at the line, shooting 1 and 1. Missed it. Rebound, Lawrence County with 15 seconds to play. Here's Williams. Gives to Kiana Gilbert at 10. Dribbles right side. Lost the handle. Gives to Williams. Williams drives baseline. Stops. Double team. Needs some help. Bounce pass down low. Shot up. Rimming. No! At the buzzer by Hunt. She got a good look. Missed it. And Science Hill survives by 47-46. You would have loved to have had a timeout to use in that situation when it got a little bit too chaotic. Couldn't do it, but they still got a good look.
What a game. Best game of the tournament. Two of the finest teams that I've seen down here this year so far. We're going into single A now. I haven't seen them all. But both those teams go off this floor with their heads held high. They gave it everything they had. They left it out right out here on the floor.
Great job in the truck. Mike and Corey, Slick Ricky on the camera behind us. They've got another game done in the books.
Outstanding.
And, we'll have another game for you on the television side, or the video feed side, coming your way next. Single A action, so we'll say goodbye to the video folks. We'll come back and have some post-game stats. What a game. Science Hill survives by a point over Lawrence County, 47-46. Back with more on the TSSAA Radio Network.
The 2012 Blue Cross Basketball Championships are brought to you by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee, proud corporate sponsor of the TSSAA, and by the Governor's Highway Safety Office, who reminds you don't drink and drive, and by your local Tennessee Public Television stations, proud host of the 2012 Blue Cross Basketball Championships.
Want to take a look at this?
Thanks to Blue Cross's Walking Works for Schools program, Tennessee kids have walked over 17 million miles in the past 5 years. That's enough for 35 trips to the moon and back. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee is for Tennessee. Committed to getting kids walking and healthy. Get involved at bcbst.com/impact.
Take me home tonight.
You can choose the back seat, or we'll choose one for you.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. We're coming in on 1.
For more information on how your school can join the Play on School broadcast program and participate in the TSSAA network, go to TSSAAnetwork.com/SBP.